Welcome to this short video on how to use the Spirit Messages Guidance Cards by Rhys Wynn Davies and Brisa Keizer. So I'm going to present to you a 3-card spread, and that would be, what do I need to know from you since you've died? And you want to pick out 3 cards. So you can give them a shuffle. What do I need to know from you since you've died? It can be any relationship to you, and you might choose 3, any 3, doesn't matter, that you're drawn to. I'm here to tell you today that I love you. I love my farewell and thank you for the things you may have said or done for me. And all my worries and troubles are now gone and I'm okay. And this could be a wonderful 3-card spread that you could do for yourself, or if you're a working medium, that you could connect to with other people. Now, what we love about these is that it's a collaboration of helping clients connect with their loved ones and what Spirit has been saying to these loved ones who've come to me for guidance, who are dealing with grief or have lost a loved one, and how the influence of Spirit has been able to help a loved one move forward in life through challenges and difficult times and dealing with the loss of someone they've loved who has passed. So all of these cards are very, very personal, very deep and very connected to, I guess, all the people who've come to me in the past. They've been able to help us develop these cards and how Spirit would want to communicate with you. So I'm very grateful to the people who've come to see me, but also for the love of Spirit to give us this guidance and to make these cards possible. We don't realize the value of imagery as well and what things can mean. I've had some of these cards where people have said, oh my goodness, the very fact, there's a picture of a flower in there, and it's a rose. They love roses, and you'll see in the cards here. So some of these cards have got lots of meaning in them too, right? I will always show you the way. I come to visit you in your dreams. Now, if you're a recipient and you felt like you had visitations from a loved one who died and you received this card, you would feel, that will be quite special to you, So some of these are very powerful, these cards, as you can see the imagery here. I'm always in your thoughts. The friends were waiting for me when they died. If you are a working medium and you're using these cards for a recipient, then you could use this card to then validate who they may have met, for example. The person in spirit who died might have been very sad before they died, and that a recipient who might choose this card when they're trying to connect to a loved one who's died might feel a lot of weight lifted from their shoulders, worrying about whether they were still sad or not in the spirit world. And to have a card like this, or to receive a card like this, could be very life-changing for them, or a relief that they're not suffering in spirit anymore. If they suffered from an ailment or a disease, and they were able to receive a card like this in their body, and they weren't able to use their body, how special would this card be to a recipient who missed their loved one? They were in a wheelchair for all their life, and they're now telling me that they're free and liberated from that, and they feel good about that. Oh, that gives me some comfort knowing this. So that's quite special, you see, for people. I'm now happy and free. Some people might be quite religious in their life while they were here, and to receive a card like this, for example, might mean a lot to someone here now who might see things differently, or knew them in a different way. And so having a card like this received might mean that the person in spirit has maybe got a different perspective since they've died. They might be learning about other ways of thinking since they've passed. So this could be quite a powerful card. They should have asked for help, They could have done more about their body, or if they saw someone earlier, they might have had more time with the people they've loved and left behind. So some of these cards are very, very powerful, as you can see. This is another one of my favorite cards. I regret not saying goodbye. How special is this really? Particularly in times of COVID, when people have been isolated or not able to be with each other, or people who are overseas or not able to get there in time, or they were by their bedside and then left, and then they passed while they were away. And so many people have regrets about not saying goodbye. So these cards are very special. There's people in spirits coming back to say they wish they worked less because they mightn't have had time, or enough time that they shared with their family because they worked so hard, had their own business, etc. Yeah, so it's very important. Expressing feelings and emotions, how the spirit felt or what they did wrong. You know, they met special people when they died. To give comfort and guidance to someone's life since they've passed. All these are really beautiful. Thank you for being there for me in my time of passing, taking my fear of death away from me. I'm so grateful that you were there by my side. Some of these cards can be very, very special. Forgive me for things said or done. So an example of a 3-card spread would be, please, Granddad, can you show me what I need to know right now? Can you show me what I need to know right now from you? Okay. Okay, so we've got these 3 cards we've chosen with the question, please show me what I need to know right now. And here we go. Remember the good times. I should have treated you differently when I was alive. And I'm in your thoughts always. Okay? So that could be very endearing or very supportive to a person who's an individual seeking guidance from, for an example, from a granddad right now, or you might have a client who was wanting to seek communication from a grandfather. This could be very supportive to them. And of course, the imagery and the words can also be used to help a medium go in deeper or tap in deeper to the spirit communicator and try and find out, well, let's talk about one of those good times then. Or, you know, if I could live differently with what I know now, how could I have treated you differently? And I know I'm in your thoughts because I'm aware that you've just planned a trip to Bali, or you're planning a holiday to New Zealand, or I know you just started your own business, and this is how I know that I'm in your thoughts. And so this is a very valuable tool and a great deck of cards for anyone who's wanting to keep in contact with their own loved ones, but also for those who are wanting to help give guidance to others who might be seeking a communication with someone who has died. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. To see more like it, examples of my readings, my demonstrations, my spirit drawings, and spiritual education, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, link below in the comments. But you can also friend me on social media. I'd really love that via Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon.